Lights, camera, action. Welcome back to Flick Flash. Do you recall Beth? You mean the one from season 1 who loved wine, went to therapy, and tried to reinvent her life? Is she feeling a bit rusty from her crazy voyage before diving headfirst into the new season? No problem. Here we will go over Beth's Voyage, which was filled with grapes of one pilot. Our protagonist, Beth, played by Amy Schumer, and her co-worker, Matt, played by Kevin Kane of Inside Amy Schumer, are employees of Keurig, a wine distribution firm. Jane, played by the legendary Laura Benanti, is her mother, and she goes clothing shopping with her after a bargain. The fact that Beth is dating married guys again worries her. She informs her sister Anne, Susanna Flood from Deadbeat, of this. Afterwards, Beth learns that her mother died in a car crash as she and her coworkers are enjoying karaoke night. Funeral proposal from episode 2, back on Long Island, where Beth was born and raised. They are attending the funeral services for Anne's mother. Meyer and a few other Beth pals from childhood are at the modest burial, but Beth's best friend from high school, Liz, isn't there. She wants to go home when she and Matt depart, but Matt wants to stay for a drink, even though Beth is against it. As they step into the pub, they see her coworkers waiting for them. Matt has planned a flash mob. After the burial, he throws her an engagement party in which she accepts his proposal. Afterwards, Matt delivers a speech in which he expresses his gratitude to Beth's mom for being there for her. Out on the island is the third episode. On the next day, Beth ended their relationship with Matt. For her, moving is just one more thing that needs changing in her life. The main reason Beth gets her employer to check out a Long Island vineyard is that she wants to spend some time at her mother's house there. There, she meets John, a farmer who is socially uncomfortable yet oddly self-assured, and she develops feelings for him right once. In the scene set in the past, Beth plays second base beside a charming lad named Bobby. She learns later that Bobby is bringing someone else to the dance with him. Minor recollections of the other children making fun of her exist, too, as will become clear in due course, in addition to shedding light on why they stopped communicating. These recollections demonstrate the strong relationship that Beth had with Liz. Part 4, Pancakes. Beth and her pals recall back to when they flashed the lads. But Beth goes a step too far by removing her bra as well. Her nipples are so large that the lads make fun of her by saying they resemble pancakes. In the current day, Beth goes out on a date with Travis, played by Jonathan Groff of Mindhunter, the type of person who all her married friends are interested in having sexual relations with. But Beth sees through his egotism and pretending. John is hosting a celebration for 90-year-old Alina, so she abruptly quits their date and pays her a visit. She is already fond of John and the atmosphere, but her feelings for him intensify when she learns that he is seeing someone else, Katie. At the show's finale, Beth goes to see Travis at his house for a booty call, only to discover that he is a hoarder. Just as she was ready to go, Travis informed her that the condom had broken. Sweetly escorted by Travis, Beth will make a pit stop at the drugstore to pick up Plan B. He only wants to ensure that she accepts it. Beth scolds him for thinking she was attempting to trap him. He takes offense and tells her off. Part 5, Fair. When Beth pitches in to help John out on the farm first thing in the morning, their friendship blossoms. Despite John's continued involvement with Katie, they eventually go to a fair together. Beth spots an adult Liz at that place. As she draws closer, she receives a strange, almost icy, welcome. Despite Liz informing her that her mother had passed away, Liz gives Beth a quick rundown of her life, including her kid, who's likely present. At the episode's conclusion, John and Beth engage in sexual activity on the lawn of a neighbor. When their neighbors catch wind of it, they bolt and make fun of it. However, Beth's demeanor has matured. She storms out into the night, haunted by her mother's memories and a deep sense of betrayal, and lashes out at John, accusing him of betraying her trust. His repeated apologies only serve to aggravate Beth's anger. John tells her he wants Beth to be his girlfriend, and she learns that her mother frequently dated married men. John also has a girlfriend. Chapter 6, Boat. John is invited to Beth's house, where she takes Anne, because of their shared mother's past, and finds out about John's girlfriend with dismay. But when John texts them to tell them he broke up with Katie, she just gives him the thumbs up. Following their mushroom session, they enjoy the day aboard his yacht. Next, we see why Beth decided to stop playing volleyball. Her father was the one who caused the boat disaster. A fish hook is subsequently lodged in John's finger. Inquiring about John's potential to finger again, Beth, still high, asks the doctor. Part 7, Leonard. Matt still hasn't paid the 10 months worth of rent on the flat that Beth still has a legal claim to. In order to inflate his sales figures, she learns that Matt has been abusing cocaine, drinking excessively, and repurchasing wine from his clients. In order to settle the loan, she enlists the aid of her father, Leonard, and the top prospective client of Matt in a con game. A $35,000 commission is hers for the closing. She decides to leave in order to pursue her true calling. Part 8, Homigoing. This season's standout episode has Beth and John attending Maya's grandfather's funeral. They get into an argument because John doesn't respect the ceremony by dressing inappropriately, asking direct questions, and acting rudely. Time and again, he brings up the fact that he should inspect his boat. After their argument, she becomes angry and explains to him that John is great at times and feels completely alone when they're together. John has no idea what to say about it. Part 9. MRI and Part 10. Kiss from a Rose. She utilizes the test-taking equipment to piece together her memories in MRI. Because of the boating disaster, her mom files for a divorce from her dad. Her mother's romance with Liz's father is also revealed. Jane discontinued their friendship a few weeks later, but this was the final straw. Just as Amy is preparing to end her relationship with John, she spots his abandoned boat floating aimlessly in the lake. Despite her trepidation, she leaps in to save it since she understands its significance to him. But when John gets there, he reveals that someone else's yacht is in storage due to bad weather. Now that she knows how much he means to her, they remain a couple. While that's happening, she runs into Liz again and tells her mom she's sorry. After a brief period of pleasant conversation, Liz informs her that she does not foresee the two of them ever becoming friends again. Another memorial celebration is planned by Beth in honor of her mother, Jane. This time, she intends to do it properly. She speaks frankly about her mom. As the series comes to a close, Beth is happy with her new connection, her community, and her reconnection with her sister. Beth signs up for a volleyball team for those over 40 at the end of the series. Thank you once again for being a part of Flick Flash. Until next time, keep watching, keep exploring, and keep that movie and TV magic alive. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and stay tuned for more exciting recaps. This is Flick Flash, signing off.